The carbon cycle. As we studied before, nutrients are neither created nor destroyed. So, the most important or macronutrients must be recycled in ecosystem to keep the continuity of life on Earth. These macronutrients, which are most important constituent elements of biochemical molecules that you learned from grade 11 chapter 2, like sponge, that means sulfur, phosphorus, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, and hydrogen must be recycled in ecosystem. From these most important constituent elements of biochemical molecules, carbon is one of the most fundamental substance. Cycling carbon is essential to the living world because all organic molecules found in living organisms are based on carbon. Our planet Earth just supports carbon-based life forms. So carbon is the basic building of carbohydrates, fats, proteins, nucleic acids such as DNA and RNA, and other organic compounds necessary for life. Since carbon is this much important to living organisms, and since this substance is neither created nor destroyed, this substance must be recycled on Earth to keep the continuity of these carbon-based life forms. So the carbon cycle is based on carbon dioxide gas, which make up almost 0.036% by volume of troposphere and is also dissolved in water. When I say here troposphere, don't get confused. Troposphere means the lowest region of the atmosphere extending from the Earth's surface to stratosphere. As we said before, carbon cycle mostly rely on carbon dioxide gas. So producers absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere or water and use photosynthesis to convert this carbon dioxide into complex carbohydrates and hence to lipids, nucleic acids, vitamins, and other organic molecules. Then the cells of oxygen consuming producers and consumers carry out aerobic respiration, which break down glucose and other complex organic compounds and convert or release carbon back to the atmosphere and water in the form of carbon dioxide that can be reused by producers. This linkage between photosynthesis in producers and aerobic respiration in producers and consumers circulate carbon in the ecosphere and is a major part of the global carbon cycle. Let me remind you the effects of carbon dioxide in global warming. Carbon dioxide is the key component of nature's thermostat. If carbon cycle removes too much carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, Earth will cool. If the cycle generates too much carbon dioxide, Earth will get hotter. Some carbon lies deep in the Earth's in fossil fuels like coal, petroleum, and natural gases and is released to the atmosphere as carbon dioxide only when these fossils extracted and burned. Carbon dioxide also enters the atmosphere from aerobic respiration and volcanic eruption, which free carbon from rocks deep in the Earth's crust. As we can see from the diagram, carbon in the form of carbon dioxide is absorbed by producers or plants to make organic compounds like carbohydrate, lipids, nucleic acids, proteins, and others through photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process that fixes carbon atoms from an inorganic source or carbon dioxide into organic compounds. Carbons in the form of complex organic compound in the body of plants or producer pass to the next trophic level in the food chain where they are assimilated into to become part of the body of that organisms or consumers, since producers and consumers respire to acquire energy for a certain metabolic processes, they burn or respire these organic molecules, and during this respiration they release carbon in the form of carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. Don't forget that all living things on earth are mortal. That means they die. When they die, their dead bodies or detritus get buried under the ground and sedimented for thousands or millions of years. After all these years, the dead bodies can be changed to fossil fuels, what we call fossilization. These fossil fuels include coal, petroleum, peat, oil, and etc. Then we human beings dig up these fossil fuels and extract and use it for different applications. That means we can use it for vehicles, industries, factories, and etc. All these machines burn or combust fossil fuels and release carbon back to the atmosphere in the form of carbon dioxide, what we call combustion.